Hello children, in this video I am going to discuss grade 10 mathematics chapter 4 quadratic equations. What are quadratic equations and how to solve the quadratic equations? First of all, what is a quadratic equation? It is an equation that contains at least one term that is squared. So one term should be contained as degree 2. An equation with degree 2 is also called as a quadratic equation. Degree 2 is nothing but it is a squared term. This is the general form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a is not equals to 0. The x square term should not be equal to 0. If the x square term becomes 0, then the coefficient of x square becomes 0, then this term becomes 0, then it will be a linear equation. So here the main condition is the coefficient of x square should not become 0, then only there exists a square degree term, degree 2 term. So then only it will be a quadratic equation. And in a quadratic equation, one term at LHS there will be an expression and RHS should be always 0. In some sums you will get an equation with RHS as a number or any variable term, then you need to bring the term to left side and definitely RHS should be made as 0 before starting to solve the quadratic equation. Now ways to solve the quadratic equation. Solving is nothing but finding the value of variable. Here the variable is x here. How to find x in this quadratic equation? For that we have three methods. First one is factorizing method, and second one completing the square method, and the third one is quadratic formula. Now, how to solve a quadratic equation by using factorizing method? So, here it is also called as splitting the middle terms. How do we solve by splitting the middle terms? Here is a quadratic equation x square minus 2x minus 15. Now, you need to compare this equation with the general form. What is the general form? Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. No? Here what is a? A is x square coefficient, that is 1, and b is the x coefficient minus 2, and c is the constant which is minus 5. Now find out the product of a and c, that is 1 into minus 15 which is minus 15. Now we need to write factors of minus 15 whose sum is equals to the middle term minus 2x. So how can you split that? 5 3s are 15. As you want minus 2, minus 5 into 3. Minus 5 into 3 is minus 15, and minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2. So it is minus 2x. So the middle term will be splitted as minus 5x plus 3x. So you can write that equation as x square minus 5x plus 3x minus 15 equals to 0. And then the next step is grouping the terms. Group to first two terms and next two terms. Here in first two terms x is common. Take x as common, it will become x minus 5. Plus in second two terms 3 is common. Out of 3x 3 is common, so x minus, here 15 means 3 5 is 15. As you are taking 3 as common, minus 5 is equals to 0. Again in these two terms x minus 5 is common, so x minus 5 into x minus 3 is equals to 0. These are the factors. Now if the product of two factors is equals to 0, by using the zero factor property, first factor will be equal to 0 or the second factor will be equals to 0. So from that x is equals to 0 minus 3 which is minus 3 on minus, or 0 plus 5 which will be plus 5. So x is equals to minus 3 on and 5 are the solutions of this quadratic equation. And then one more example, x square plus 5x plus 6. Here also what is compare it with ax square plus bx plus c. What is the product of a and c? 6. 1 into 6 6. 6x square is taken here. Write the factors of 6x square whose sum is 5x. So how can you write? 2x into 3x is 2x into 3x is equals to 6x square, and 2x plus 3x is 5x. So the middle term is written as splitted as 2x plus 3x. Now grouping the terms in first two groups, First two terms is one group and the next two terms is the second group. Here x is common in first two terms and here 3 is common. Again x plus 2 is common. So x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equals to 0, where x plus 2 is equals to 0 or x plus 3 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 2 and minus 3 are solutions of this quadratic equation. Now let us check whether these solutions satisfy the equation or not. Substitute x is equals to minus 2. What is the first solution we got? Minus 2. Substitute it. Minus 2 whole square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. Here, where 4 minus 10 plus 6, that is 10 minus 10. 0 is equals to 0. So, the solution should satisfy the equation. As it is satisfied, our answer is correct. So, in this way, you can solve the quadratic equation. Means you can find the value of the variable by using factorizing method. Here is one more example. Minus 3x, first minus 3x plus x square minus 10. So it is not in the standard form. First you need to convert the given equation into standard form. First write the x square term x square and then x term minus 3x minus 10 is equals to 0, which is converted into the standard form. Now product of a and c. So what is the x square coefficient here? 1, no? 1 into minus 10, which is minus 10. You can take factors of minus 10 and split with x terms here, or directly you can take minus 10x square. Then factors of minus 10x square whose sum is equals to minus 3x. Which factors you can take? 2, 5, 10 and 2 into minus 3 we want. So here you need to take minus 5. 2 into minus 5x is minus 10x square and 2x minus 5x is minus 3x. So the middle term is splitted as plus 2x minus 5x. Again grouping the terms. First two terms are one group and next two terms another group. In first two terms x is common and in the next two terms minus 5 is common. So finally you will get the answer as x is equals to minus 2 and x is equals to 5. If you substitute the solution whichever you got in this equation, it will be satisfied. So this is the way how to solve by using factorizing method. This is another example. See here LHS is not 0, RHS is not 0. Then what we have to do? We need to make it as 0. For that, as it is 20, we need to subtract 20 on both sides. Or otherwise, you can take this 20 to left hand side. Then it will become 6 minus 20, which is minus 14. Then factors you can find out. Next, solving the quadratic equation by completing the square method. Here, first of all, what are the steps involved in the completing square method? The first step is if a is not equal to 1, divide the quadratic equation by a. What is a here? X square coefficient. So if the x square coefficient is not 1, if there is any term, any numerical value in the x square coefficient, it should be made as 1. For that, we need to divide all the terms of the equation with the x square coefficient. Now write the quadratic equation in the form x square. After dividing with a, then the equation will become x square plus bx is equals to c. Means some x square, there won't be any coefficient, and if you divide with a, then b by a into x plus c by a. This b by a is considered as b here and c by a is a constant, is equals to 0. If this constant comes left side, then what the equation will become? X square plus some coefficient into x term minus is equals to c. C either it can be plus or minus. Now add b by 2 whole square on both sides of the equation. Whatever the x coefficient is there now it will be b. Now you have to add b by 2 whole square on both sides. So here b by 2 whole square is added on both sides. Now it makes a here these three terms x square plus bx plus b by 2 whole square makes an identity x plus b by 2 whole square, and c plus b by 2 whole square will be as it is. Now if as you want x value, first of all find out the square root of this x plus b by 2 whole square, that is x plus b by 2 is equals to plus or minus square root of c plus b by 2 whole square. Now to get x value, you can bring this b by 2 to left side. Then how do you get the x value? X is equals to minus b by 2 plus or minus square root of c plus b by 2 whole square it will become. So in this way you can get two values for x, with plus one value and with minus another value. Let us take one example, children. X square plus 8x plus 2 is equals to 22. Solve this equation by using completing square method. What is the first step? If the x square coefficient is not equal to 1, then divide all the terms with the x square coefficient. Here the x square coefficient is 1, so no need of dividing. And then we need to bring the equation into the form x square plus bx is equals to c. So the constant term is to be brought to the left hand side, right hand side. So 22 minus 2, which is 20. Now it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where b is equals to what? 8. What is the third step? We need to add and subtract b by 2a whole square. B by 2a whole square. So what is b? 8. 8 by 2a. 2 into what is a? A is 1. So 8 by 2 whole square is to be added and subtracted on both sides. Now after adding 8 by 2 whole square, the LHS makes a plus x plus 8 by 2 whole square. 8 by 2 whole square is nothing but what? 16. 16 means it is x square plus 2 into 4 into x plus 4 square. That is x plus 4 whole square. And here it is 16. 20 plus 16, which is 36. So x plus 4 whole square is equals to 36. Then to get x value, find out the square root. Find square root on both sides. X plus 4 whole square root of x plus 4 whole square is equals to plus or minus root 36. Here root and square cancelled. X plus 4 is equals to square root of 36 is 6. So plus or minus 6. So x can be either x plus 4 is equals to either plus 6 or minus 6. As we want x value, let us remove this 4 also. For that, let us subtract with 4 on both sides. Then x is equals to, here 4 got cancelled, plus or minus 6 minus 4. Plus 6 minus 4 is one condition and minus 6 minus 4 is the other condition. So the value of x are 2 or minus 10. So thus the two roots of this quadratic equation are 2 and minus 10. As the degree of a quadratic equation is 2, every quadratic equation will have two solutions. One more example to solve by completing square methods. Here the question is solve 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equals to 0. Here the x square coefficient is not 1, it is 2. So divide all the terms with 2. Then 2x square by 2 minus 5x by 2 plus 3 by 2 is equals to 0 by 2. So the equation becomes x square minus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 is equals to 0. Now here what is to be added and subtracted? What is b here? B is x coefficient, that is what? Minus 5 by 4 is minus 5 by 2. B is minus 5 by 2. What we have to add? B by 2a, no? So minus 5 by 2 by 2 into a. 2 into a is what? 1. Now it is 1, no? Whole square. So that will become 5 by 4 whole square. Add and subtract 5 by 4 whole square. In previous sum what we have done? We brought this c to right side, no? That is why we have added on both sides. Adding the same number on both sides is nothing but adding and subtracting at LHS. Because if this minus 5 by 4 comes this side, what it will become? It becomes plus 5 by 4 only, no? So now the first three terms makes an identity x square minus 5 by x minus 5 by 4 whole square, because it is in the form of a square minus 2 into a is x here, b is 5 by 4 plus b square, which is 5 by 4 whole square. So this is x minus 5 by 4 whole square, and here this square becomes minus 25 by 16 plus 32. Bring this minus 25 by 16 and plus 3 by 2 to right side, then it will become plus 25 by 16 minus 3 by 2. LCM for 16 and 2 is 16. So finally the answer will become 25 minus 24, 1 by 16. Now if you, as we want x value, let us find square root of this LHS. Square root of x minus 5 by 4 whole square is equal to square root of 1 by 6. Here square root and square will get cancelled. X minus 1 by 4 is equals to plus or minus 1 by 4. Then x is equals to minus 1 by 4, if it comes this side, then that it will become x is equals to 5 by 4 plus or minus 1 by 4. That is 5 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is one value and 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4 is another value. So if it is 5 by 4 plus 1 by 5 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 5 plus 1 by 4, which is 6 by 4, which that is 3 by 2 is one solution. If it is 5 minus 1, 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4, that is 5 minus 1 by 4, 4 by 4, x is equals to 1 is the another solution. So in this way you can find solution for a quadratic equation by completing the square.